Hi guys, and welcome to another video here in our community. So today I want to share with you something that we are actually pulling out for ourselves. This is a really cool content automation where you actually use a RS feed app to basically repost content from. So this is better, I would say, for theme pages. So for example, if you have like a theme pages for traveling, and you just want to grab other videos and to actually repost as reels in every single platform, like from Instagram to TikTok, Pinterest, so having like a bunch of social platforms that you can just repost other people's content and also giving credit to them. Okay, you can actually raise a really cool theme page and generate a lot of traffic for another thing that you may have. In our case, it's our newsletters. Okay, so we do, as you guys already know, we do a lot of newsletters, and one of the things that we're testing out is just having content or theme pages around those newsletters, and we are trying to automate that as much as possible. So today I want to share with you this really cool automation that we just created. It's still on our testing phase, but I just want to share with you guys here on our community. And yeah, basically what it does is that it will follow some theme pages. Okay, and this case is from New York, and basically every time, so we actually aggregate all of them in one RS feed, and I will show you what is the app that we are using. And basically every time they post, as they are also a theme page, so they are doing all the work for us. And basically every time they post, we actually just grab the information of the post. We actually we use ChatGPT to create a new description, a new title. We actually credit the same person or the page, and then it goes to our buffer where we actually add in queue all the content. So basically, instead of posting right away, because that will give a problem, which is if you have like 5 accounts here on RS feed and all of them post at the same time or in the same day, then you have 5 posts on the same day, and you don't want that, right? Like you want gradually, like we are trying to do at least 3 posts a day, but we want them in a specific date. So today I will show you how to do that, how you can actually schedule everything using Buffer. I'll give you a turnaround because if you guys don't know, but Buffer, there is some complication using Make. So we'll be using Zapier as well, which is another platform really similar to Make, but we will use Zapier to just the last part of this automation, because on Zapier it works really well. On Make.com, not so much, especially like on TikTok and YouTube, like you actually need to have the API, which is really kind of a pain when you can actually just go to Zapier and have like even a free account, and it works perfectly fine. Okay, so basically, as I said, everything starts, and I'll go one by one as usually. And as also, you will have below this video all the resources, all the files for this automation will be there, so you can just grab them and use it on your own. And you basically have to come here, import blueprint, and you just import the blueprint that I'll give you down below. Okay, so basically, this is part one. Again, part two will be on Zapier, but basically the entire thing from here is just to go all the way from RS feed, grab the URL of the video, and then basically creates a title, a description, credits to the person, and then it sends to a spreadsheet. Okay, and the spreadsheet is like this that we are testing out. And here we have everything. We have the video file, the description, the title, the account, and even the post. So if you want to check if everything is correct or there is any errors, and basically then when like a new row is created here, it starts the Zapier, and Zapier is the one that picks everything basically. So it picks up the video file, the description, the title, and sends through Buffer, which our scheduling app, and goes to like TikTok. We have TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Pinterest. That are the 4 that we are using, and that's the ones that we'll be testing out. You can add other ones like Facebook and Twitter, but these are like the 4 we think for video and like kind of the Reels format are the best ones. So we'll be using those 4, and I think Pinterest is really underrated. So I think it could be a really good test, really cool test to use it, because we are just automating, and Pinterest is not as well known as the other one, but have millions of people there. So it's a really cool platform. But as I said, then you have the part 2 of the Zapier, which is these ones here that are active. Again, we use Make for everything. As you guys can see, we used to use Zapier, and then we shifted to Make, and now we are coming back a little bit to Zapier just to give this turnaround. And as you can see, this is one Zap or one automation per platform. So we will see if we jump some stuff from Zapier, but right now, as I said, Make.com cannot do Buffer video files. So that's why we're using Zapier. Okay, so let's start with the RS feed. So we are using an app called rsfeed.app. Kind of um, curious the name, but basically this is paid. You can have like a free trial on this, just to test it out. So just use a free trial you can have on a Gmail. And basically what this does is basically can create feeds. So basically you can create groups of feeds. You can just have one feed per account, and they have a lot of stuff, right? Like if I click like new feed, you can choose a lot of stuff like Instagram RS feed. So you can choose one influencer, and every time they post, it will pop up in here. Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, Facebook, Reddit, Twitter threads or threads, YouTube, Telegram, Craigslist, even. So there's a bunch, as a bunch of websites that can create RS feeds. Even like CNN, if you want to have like a news kind of Twitter, for example, you can connect the RS feed here and then send to Twitter. But basically, what we're doing, we're using Instagram, and as you can see here, we already have a feeds with two accounts from New York that they actually are team accounts, and they just post really cool reels about New York. Okay, so every time they will post it, we will start our automation. Okay, so basically you just need to add a feed or create a new feed here, choose Instagram, and you can just put the URL of the person or the Instagram account. You click generate, and boom, that's it. Okay, then what you come here is that on the first one you just need to, so it will generate a link, which is the RS feed. You just have to post it here. So every time you go to feeds and you click here, you see this link here, you just grab this link and you put it right in here. Okay, and then you can put like one, or this is the maximum number of items. So basically how many actually posts per send it will go and grab, and we put 6. You can put more, but as we use Buffer, I'll show you that we actually have kind of a line, a queue, where it goes to a specific date and time. So even if you just grab 6 at the same time, they will not just be like scheduled on the same day for the same hour. So one it goes to 2 p.m. and the other one goes to 6 because we chose from. So that's why we can put here like 10, 20 if you want, because we know that they will not be scheduled or published right away. Okay, you can just start with one and one at a time every single day, but we just put it 6. We are testing it out, as I said. So really simple. So the feed is already done. Every time there is a new post on the two Instagrams, it will start our automation. Okay, and then what we have here is that we need the URL. So I will show you as well. Something that we need is the Rapid API, because one thing that is missing is that you need to grab all the information from a post. And in this case, we use a scraper called Instagram scraper. Is the first one, is this one here. Okay, so you go to Rapid API. If people don't know what Rapid API is, it's basically like a library of API. So it connects different accounts, and it can be a little bit tricky at the beginning, but you need the information from a post. So this is really good Rapid API for scraping. So any information that you need from like a Twitter post, Instagram, Facebook, not even just like a real estate website, they have in here. So this is like a library. You can come here and you have like a free use until a certain point, and then you have to pay. But the free usage is really really big. So we are on the free plan here for this Instagram scraper API, and it gives us a lot, and I think we'll not be paying anytime soon, because they have a really really big quota of API. So basically, what you have to do is come to Instagram scraper API. Okay, you go to discovery, or let me just go back. You have to just log in. Okay, so and then when you go to API overview, you just have to come here basic. You click on 0 per month. Okay, and just have to say my plan or upgrade plan. Okay, it will be 0, so you don't have to pay anything. And as you can see, you have 500 requests a month. So every time you need to grab some post information, it counts as 1. So you have 500 posts that you can repost on your team page per month. It's more than enough to test it out. Okay, so you just grab it here. Okay, and then you come back and I'll show you how to use it. So basically what this does, as I said, is that when you now I can just run one for you guys to see. Choose where to start. Let's choose one post from this RS feed. So if you come here, for example, this one, let me just hide this stuff here. Okay, let's run this module only. Okay, just for you guys to see. So when it runs, it grabs the title, the description, some kind of HTML codes in here, IDs, but have the URL. But there is kind of like no video here. So how do you grab the video to repost, right? So you need to use this one here, make a request, okay? And this is the Instagram scraper API, okay? So use HTTP request, and you just have to follow along. So let me explain you. Please stop and pause the video if you have any questions, and if you need, comment below if you need any help doing this, because this can be a little bit tricky. But again, if you just follow the steps, it's really simple to understand. Okay, we just need to follow and fill out these kind of blanks using the Instagram instructions that they give to us. So as you can see first, and I will go to this module here, don't worry, and I'll show you why they have this module here in a second. But first of all, you need a URL. Okay, so if you come here, okay, and you go, let's see here on the left side, what we want is post details. So this is everything that the API can do. Everything from user profiles to get the followers, number of followers, following stories, highlights. But what you need is the info of the post, of the reel. We want the video file. Okay, so if you come here, this is what you need to do. Okay, API host here and request API here. Okay, and it's really simple. Okay, so you just have to default and API key, request URL, and what you need to do is just basically grab what is here on the side. So as you can see, the URL is this, and you'll grab all the way here to the signal mark, okay, because this is the post URL, okay, and that's why we have the add-on. So you grab all of these, you copy and paste here until it's here, as you can see, and then this is we want the URL per post, okay, and this is really simple, okay. This is just the URL that you have in here, okay, this one here. Okay, so technically I'll show you, you don't even need this one. So let me delete this one. Okay, you don't even need it because you have the URL. So you just have to copy until here, and then you choose this one here, URL. Okay, that's it. Then you choose get, because it's get method. If you see here, it's a get method request. Okay, get, and then you go to headers and you need to add a header. It will be just appear like this. Again, if you import this file, it will be automatically for you, but and then you just have to grab the two headers. So the two headers are these ones here, header and header. There are two. So this is one, and this is another one, which is your API key. So you grab this one here, you copy and paste here, and then this is the value. Okay, the value is in front of the two commas, double comma is this one, and then your API key, and you put it here. Okay, API key and this one, and then there is no strings, nothing. You can actually have parameters what you want to grab, but I want to grab everything. So you just need to do this. You click OK, and boom, you will actually grab the entire post. Okay, and if you see it, and I'll show you in a second. I can run both of them for you to see it. Let's grab, so you can see it will grab a lot of like HTML code. So let me show you and run once both of them so you can see it. Let me just force stop because I put it 6 and we don't need it. We just need one post. So as you can see here, the data is like this. So this is the post. As you can see, there's a lot of things that we don't need it. What we want is the link of the video. And the video of the link, again, we have to search a little bit. Me and Luis had to search for it, so it takes us a while to go all the code. But we found out that there is one thing here called video link. I think that's the name. Let me see if I have video, if I can show you. So if you find the word video, let's see if not, it's not grabbing here. Here, okay, video URL, you see here. So this is kind of the, let me open this, but this is the one that you want to grab. Okay, all of this, all the way to here. Okay, because it's beneath quotes. Okay, so you want to grab all of this. So how you can grab only these from the HTML, okay? You use text patterns, okay? Which is this one here, the text parser. This is basically what it does. It goes, you give him like a code, and he will try to find that code because it's always the same, okay? This is, again, a little bit complex, but if you put it and you just follow the steps, it's really simple. So basically what we do is like this. So the pattern is, this is the code that I want, video URL, and this is a regex code. So how do we do it? Like, I don't kind of know code. So how do I know that? So I know that the module pattern text parser, it grabs something, okay? So what we do is basically we use ChatGPT to ask for the code, okay? So you can use ChatGPT, or you can just copy and paste ours. I'll put on that below, okay? But it's really simple, okay? So let me just, I think I went down. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see the ChatGPT because my head is not appearing here, but you use ChatGPT and you basically just ask ChatGPT like, look, I have a, you can see here, even I made it here. So give me a regex code to get what is after the P, which I want the, for example, in this case, I want this code. So you just have to tell them exactly what you want, and he will create the regex code to grab that. So that's what I did. I went to ChatGPT, and basically what I tell him was, I came here on ChatGPT, I grab all these from video. So if I go to video again, I just grab a little piece of code. Let me just go all the way. Where is it? 1 second. Okay, video URL. Okay, so I grab just like a little bit of this all the way to the two commas. So like from here all the way to here. So you need to grab a little bit, like grab like this. Okay, a little bit after that, and you just ask ChatGPT, look, this is the code. Give me a regex code to grab only this, and he will create for you. And that's what we did here. This is made by ChatGPT, so he created the code. So now he actually grabs the entire URL of the video. Okay, that's what we want, because that's what we use on Buffer. Now we have the video. Okay, then everything else is pretty straightforward. So now we have the video here, and I can even show you. Okay, let's do another test so you guys can see it. But then the rest is really simple, just using ChatGPT and the REST feed description to make a description for us. Okay, so let's run it once. Okay, so you guys can see. So let me just stop it. Okay, it just run one, but it's okay. Boom, as you guys can see here, it grabbed the entire video. Okay, that's it. This is the entire URL of the video. So it's really simple. Let's see if it, sometimes it works, sometimes it's not. Let's see if it works. Okay, it works. Okay, so you just grab the video. Okay, so that's kind of the most difficult part. Okay, now that you have the video, now what we did, we just created like a ChatGPT and just says, hey, create me the description based on the description of the other guys. Again, will be down below this video. And then we have a rule, which is give credit if you see someone on the description. If not, just give the credit to the author, because the author is kind of the guy that is the page of Instagram that made it. Really simple. I'll put this below. You just rewrite a short description of my real video based on the title below. If you find the username, blah blah blah. It's really simple. Let me just push it here. Okay, let me just cancel it. But it's really simple. Again, it just grabs the information and that's it. Let's see. Okay, now it's okay. So format description emoji as well. But then you can actually tell it whatever you want, and this is the title that I want him to create a description of it. Okay, then we also have a title. Basically the title is just for YouTube videos, so YouTube videos have description and title, even for reels, or for for the short form content. So we need to grab it. So we actually say create a super short title from the description below, which is the description that we just created. We don't need to credit anyone, it's just a title for YouTube. We create it like this. Okay, boom. Then this is just a quick thing that we added, which is sometimes titles. When you ask title for ChatGPT, it comes with quotes. So these just tell them like, look, I want every quote that you find here on this result, please remove with nothing. The new value is 0. So I want them to remove it. So this is how you remove things. Okay, you just on text parser replace, and then here is just the commas. I want to replace with nothing. You don't put anything here, it will replace with blank. Okay, and here is the text that I want him to search. As you can see here, this was the example I gave before, was New York vibrant skies, and there was the commas here, and I don't want that. Okay, so that's it. Okay, and then it goes to the spreadsheet. So we just create a spreadsheet that I show you, and it has all the information here. So he grabs the file, it grabs the description, the title, the account, and the link for the post that I want to check it out. Even though we don't use it, because we will use Buffer to everything, to edit, to check if everything is fine. So it's our scheduling app, if you guys don't know what Buffer is. So technically we don't need this spreadsheet. It's just to connect with Zapier, because make.com has that problem that it doesn't I don't know why, but there is also an error with video. You can do images, but you cannot do reels, you cannot do videos. And Zapier, which is kind of the same API, it's seamless, so it works really fine. Okay, so this is part number 1. Okay, part number 2, you actually said you have to go to Zapier, which is the same. It works the same as Make. Again, it's just more expensive, to be honest. That's why we use Make, because we use a lot. But we started with Zapier. As you guys can see, there's a ton of zaps here because we move everything to make. But here, as I said, you can create an account with your Gmail. It's free. You have 100 tasks for free and limited zaps. So you can create as much zaps as you want, but you can only create zaps with two modules, so two balls on the automation. And for us, it's totally fine. Okay. And I will just show you one of them. The other ones are just duplicating. It's really simple. Okay. But it's just like this. That's it. Is every time there is an update on the sheet, so a new video comes up, goes to all the platforms. Okay. And this is duplication. So basically, this is pretty simple. You have to choose Google Sheets as the first module. You just choose the spreadsheet, the sheet, and the trigger. The trigger column can be anything because we have all this information, but we put the video file as a trigger. So every time there is a new link here, it will fire up. But as I said, sheet one, and then you just configure, you go done, done, done. I can even edit this up for you guys to see it. But it's just like this. You open, you come to setup. It's the first one. You say, what app do you want to use? Google Sheet. Triggers, new or update spreadsheet row. Account, continue. Spreadsheet, and then you choose the spreadsheet that you want, the worksheet, the video file, and you continue and you test the stuff. Then you just have to click here, add step, and you add buffer. And as I said, buffer, it's our scheduling app. I'll show you in a second. But you connect buffer here, and then add a queue will be your event because you want to add on queues for the dates you want to put it. And I'll show you how to do it. You click continue, and then as you can see here, we have to choose the channel. So in this case, is Instagram. So it's our Instagram, but you have Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. And on Buffer, you can have a free account and have 3 platforms there. So you don't need to pay anything to test this out. Okay, we choose Instagram, YouTube channel, and TikTok, and Pinterest is on another account, but we are just testing. So when it works, then we have upgrade for having unlimited accounts there. Okay, the post type is a reel, of course. Then this change a little bit depending if it's a YouTube, a TikTok, but you just have to go click on the channel. The most important thing is the text. You have to grab it from the description. On everything's on the spreadsheet, so you grab it on the spreadsheet, and the video file is the first one. So that's why we use all that complex regex code. You need the file URL. Okay, then everything else you just add a queue, the method, because that's what you want to do. You don't want to post right away or share now. You want to add a queue, and you click continue. And then, as I said, you just duplicate these and you change here on Buffer. The only thing you need to do is come here and change to TikTok, change to YouTube, and you just create the ones that you want. Really simple. That's what we did here on the Zaps. This one for up each platform, but they all the same. They all do the same. If I go to YouTube, it's only 2 Zaps. Okay, spreadsheet and the same. Okay, and so to finish, I just want to show you guys how it looks like. But this is Buffer. Okay, so I'm assuming that you guys are seeing. Hopefully, you guys are seeing the screen here on Buffer. But basically, okay, I just stayed there, but I think I shared the entire screen for you guys, so I think we'll be fine. Let me just quickly double check here. Okay, yeah, I think you guys can see here. Okay, so it's totally fine. So basically, I'll just tap myself, but this is Buffer, and as you can see, we have the Instagram, the YouTube, and the TikTok, and as you can see, we have 7 in queue. So this won't be 6 p.m. our time, which is Lisbon time, and tomorrow. And you can just come here, connect everything, all the channels. Again, you have 3 for free. So connect the ones that we want. Again, we want the video ones, which are the best ones. And then the only thing that you need to do is like come to every single one of them, see if everything is fine. You can publish now if you want. You can change, edit it, but everything is in here. Every single day we have a bunch of videos again that will just go out without us touching automatically. Okay, and the only thing that you need to come here again, just to finish, you come to Lisbon, click here, and choose the times you want. This is the queue times. So we choose 3 a.m., 2 p.m. because it's for New York, but so we want the New York time. But we want to be Lisbon because for us it's easier to see the time zones. But you just have to add as many. So here it's 4 time zones, so it will be time 4 slots on the queue. So every time there is a new video, it goes to 3 a.m. Then the second one will go to 2 p.m. You know what I mean? Like, so it's easier. It doesn't matter if you fetch 20 videos. They will always be on queue for these times, and you can add more here. You can clear all the times and start over. You can remove one of them. You can change. Maybe on Monday you don't want any content. You can just put it off. Okay, but yeah, that's it, guys. That's pretty much it. And this will run a theme page automatically in all platforms. So most of the ones that you saw on RS Feed app, they're just on Instagram. Why? Like when you can be everywhere, right? Like the more the merrier, like the more traffic you have, the more eyeballs you'll have. And then again, we will condense everything to our newsletter, to our offers. But this is a really cool automation that you can replicate with everything, because you can have a theme page for everything. Like you are a personal trainer, just have a theme page for fitness, like videos from fitness, right? And you can have in all platforms running every single 24 hours for you, right? This is not supposed to be like your primary Instagram account, or primary, if you are like a personal trainer, you don't want to have this one as a, like, the primary. You want to have this kind of network to bring traffic to your main one. Okay, that's kind of the idea behind this. Okay, so yeah, guys, as I said, all the files will be down. Now it's a long video because it's a little bit more complex on content, but again, we are kind of like on a testing phase right now, and we are really really excited with this, because this can bring us so much traffic to, like, as a second tier to our first tier, which is the newsletter and all the other stuff that we are going on, and we can just replicate these really simple. And as I said, I want to share with you guys here on the community, and I hope you guys can actually implement these on your stuff. And as I said, you can create these for every single industry as a theme pages. Okay, as I said, personal, fitness, real estate, even, because there's so many accounts out there that are already doing the work for you. You can just replicate, because they are not using their own content, they are just reposting content. So you can actually repost again, and just give credit to the page, or give credit to actually the photographer, or the whatever was the person that made the video. But this will be automatically, so they do all the work. You grab like 10 accounts, 20 accounts on the RS feed app, and that's it. You have content. As I said, right now we just launched this one pretty recently, and we already have 3 days full with content without doing anything. We can go there to buffer and change, but the automation is here. And again, there is so much opportunity to grow, because you can put just more and more and more accounts in there. Like, imagine that you have 100 accounts feeding all the content for you, and the automation does everything. It downloads the video, it changes the description, it gives credit to people, then it uploads and put it on queue. Basically, you just have to come here every single morning, check on buffer, and check, like, oh, I like this one, I don't like this video, maybe I will delete it. Oh, I like this one, let me edit a little bit. You just have to do like that, and boom, you have content every single day. Maybe you don't have like 10 million like as the original guy, but you can have 100k views, or 10k views, or even like 100 views. It's automated. So imagine that if you launch 5 videos a day, you can have 500 eyeballs every single day without touching anything. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Sorry about like the long video, guys, but it was a little bit more complex. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment below, comment here on the community, and check the files, and just upload everything. As I said, this is with Zapier, so if you have any questions about Zapier as well, as I said, we don't talk too much about Zapier, we use Make, but yeah, feel free to send us a message, and I hope this can help you guys generate way more content for your business. So thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.